nyumbani ulete fisi. Hakusema ni pesa ngapi? Hii ni shule. Ni hapa.
Just okay. I think you're welcome. We have the project committee here, led by Madam Mary Ouma, and we have the treasurer and the secretary is there, and we have the project staff from the field. And in project staff, I'll request either the secretary or the chair lady just to welcome the visitors and explain to us what is happening in this place. Then Benta will demonstrate to us what is taking place as a person. You have your token? Yes. Just come up. Kuja tu karibu. With us here, the visitors from Netherlands, from Aqua for All, and Witten, not Witten, the VOX IMPULS, and they are visiting to see what you are doing in this particular place. You have been benefiting from this project. So I want to just, we are here very briefly. The secretary or chair lady, just tell us what's happening here. A bit of overview on the project.
Thank you very much. This is Right Bank Association, the private operator SANA, and the community as large. Welcome to the project and be at ease. So the project itself, we thought it wise so that we could help the community in terms of the collection of revenue, the easiest way of collecting revenue. So we are given this system so that the community can benefit, and also the project can also benefit in a way of maybe collecting revenue. This project was given to the community so that we can also see the women do get water, and maybe the time they do get water is also not connected by the time they do sleep. So this one here can help them draw water at any time they want. We have the key itself there for maybe drawing water, and also the two pipes to help loosen maybe the long chain, maybe when they line up. So these two can help so that we can do it faster. So with the project, I think now will be discussed. And that's the way we negotiated, and we came up with this one here through SUSTEC, through VOX. So welcome to the project, and we'll see what is taking place here.
Before that, how are you managing it?
Before we had an attendant. So this attendant was maybe to bring maybe these jerrycans, 5 shillings per jerrycan, 20 liters. So the attendant will also draw water to the customers, and the way they were doing it was not so much as per we could think. Because these 20 liters, this 20 liter jerrycan can help these poor mama, the women themselves, to maybe to carry it once. So it is very easy to do with the technology than to do it manually. So it took a lot of time when the customer sometimes she's not there or he's not there. So sometimes one can come and wait for long before even coming. It used to be called, to come and attend that customer. So we could not compromise with the system well. So we thought it wise so that we could change the system compared to the manual way of drawing water. So this one helped us very much as per the way it is designed.
Thanks for explaining and for welcoming. We are glad to be here and to see how it works. And previously with the attendant, what is the price? Did the price change? Now the meter is there, or did it remain the same?
No. According to the system now, water is 3 shillings per jerrycan. It was calibrated to be 4, but according to maybe she's talking, maybe there's a system. We thought it so that we could be given the things that were given before. But then the calibration there was to be 4.
4 bob.
4 bob.
The first was 5 bob.
The first one was 5 shillings. So the calibration there was 4. So maybe if there is something to change, we will hear. Otherwise, I think that one is the main price of the machine.
And can that cover the cost of operations, you think? Because that's the water price then, and how does that relate to the cost of maintaining the whole system and maintaining the operations in the long run, so that many years down the line you still have the water flowing and being paid for?
Yeah, I think that one would help us do the same, because as we reduce the price, you see the now water, the 1 inch can now get it to a lower price compared to the first one. So that one would make us maybe to sustain the thing, because we are also comparing the treatment plant there, the amount we used there, and the amount compared with the ones we are getting here. Do they run, or is there something to be compared? So we can say there's a comparison before, and now we can say we can pay these things well. Yes, as compared to the first one. Because now we are very sure of this.
Yeah.
Formerly we could not say that we are very sure of that 5 shillings. We could not get.
And I think the other advantage is when you're having an attendant, from the collections, you have to pay the attendant part of that money. Yeah. But right now, do you have how that cost still there?
No. Normally we do pay the amount that we have collected. We have to pay the attendant that is doing the work.
Yeah, but now the meter is not cheap, so now the meter needs to be paid, which is probably more expensive than the attendant initially, or not?
No.
How is that settled? It's not given, it's not granted by Sana, I guess. It needs to be paid.
Secretary, can you, how are you paying for the meter? What arrangements do you have for payment?
Thank you very much, Bana TL and all protocols observed. As the secretary, we are paying, we agree with our private operator that there is a percentage out of the sale by the end of the month. There's a percentage remains for the maintenance and a percentage which is going for the payment of the meter.
Okay.
Yes. What is the percentage?
We have 20% paid to the meter, and the remaining 80% is for the maintenance and the other logistics, which is running the water or running the system.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 20% from this kiosk or from the entire?
No, from this.
From this kiosk. Oh, okay. So in a month, that's about how much?
Now it depends. It is not constant, because during the rainy seasons, the number will reduce. Yes. Because others have this the roof catchment water. Yes. But during the drought, during the dry season, now the number will increase.
Okay, so like last month, October, September, how much was it?
The team, Katie?
Last month we sold 6,000 shillings. The other month the same price, 6,000 shillings.
So the entire kiosk sale?
Yes, for the entire kiosk sales.
So for payment would be 20% of that?
Yeah.
Of 6,000.
Yeah.
1,200.
120 then.
Yes, 120.
No, but we appreciate that of late there's been rain, but during dry seasons, what is the average sales you get from this?
We could go up to 18,000 during the dry seasons. But we've never gone below 6,000 shillings, even during the rainy seasons. Yeah, it's approximately 6,000 shillings.
And how many tokens, how many the blue tax have you issued? The tax? Is it easy? How many? How many have been distributed?
46 pieces.
46 pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so around 46,000.
In addition, there's somebody who also has a token. For those who do not have tokens, there's somebody who stays here, the lady here. She has a token, so that if a consumer does not have the token, they go to her, then pay her, then she sells. She runs a business here, so whenever they want her. Where's your shop? She has a business just here. So that is under special arrangement, realizing that not everybody will be able to afford it.
But that's even, people can do it if their neighbor wants water and they don't have a token, they can easily get from their neighbor or what. Is that common practice or not? That people occasionally.
Open Jonito, supposing, do you have cases where a neighbor can go to a neighbor and tell her, please go and put for me? Or if you have a token, token card. Okay. Card you know hero. The thing that se se kwa ye ni jirani all now every chuli. Oh, okay. How pay me bani no pay ngata se kwa ye ni bi all na every chuli pesa. Or if somebody has a token and that token is low, you can borrow.
And in terms, is there a kind of target or strategy to get more customers, so get more tokens sold probably? Who is responsible for that to increase the total revenue of the kiosk?
Kate, there's a question.
Yeah.
Do you have a plan to increase the number of people with tokens? Is there any, what do you do? You only have 46 tokens sold out, but do you have a plan to get more people to get tokens?
Yeah, we have a plan to get more people to get more tokens, because it really inconvenience some people when they go to the neighbors to get the tokens. Maybe they're not there, so maybe they have to wait until the person comes. So when the more tokens come, it will be more advantageous.
But at the moment, do you have any plan? Is there any outreach programs?
No. Yeah.
And in terms of staffing, so of course you were able to reduce the kiosk staffing cost. How many full-time people do you have within the scheme? Or it's just part-time on and off?
We have 4 full-time staff.
4 full-time?
Yes.
And for which roles?
You have 4, you mean? Or?
No. Yes, within this particular scheme.
Okay.
And of course with backstopping from the head office on financial issues, but the main personnel is just on the technical. Actually, we have the engineering assistant, Kate. Then we have the machine operator, plumber. They have also another full-time plumber. They have a security personnel.
And they are paid from within?
For the revenue,
For the revenue,
40% revenue sharing.
And in terms of repairs, about how many do you fix in this scheme, maybe in a day on average? Do you keep a track of the number of repairs need to be completed in a day on average?
We do compile monthly.
Okay, in a month, also in a month.
Okay, for this utility, we don't have too much repairs. Yeah, so maybe we don't have too much repairs in this utility. Yeah, maybe on the distribution lines, maybe for the prepaid meters, maybe services that we do to the meters and the repair of the distribution lines for individuals. Yeah.
Okay, like this week, how many distribution line repairs? Monday to Thursday?
This week we've not repaired any.
Okay.
Yeah.
The beauty is most of this scheme, particularly on this side, most of it is just recently installed network. We've not had that problem of equipment breakdown. So.
Yeah, and also the type of materials which are used.
HDP is
HDP material for piping as compared to the other PVC pipes.
Yeah.
So it has less frequency of breakages.
Yeah. My last question is on the TMA. So when was it installed? January.
March last year, I think.
March last year. So what are some of the issues that you've had? Because I also run the same ATMs about 4.
Na press up, then unaweka token 20 liters cost to 5 bob.
What about the quality management of the water? Is there regular quality checks?
Asoma, when you get card matter part of the chair, and then
How do you monitor the water quality?
But once a month, just explain there. Somebody puts in, pays for 200, but is topped up 400.
Yeah, why? Why is it?
Okay, we are having a promotion that we give them a double price. Yeah, she sell for 2 shillings and they pay for 2 shillings, 2.5 cents, and we also pay for the 2 cents. It's a promotion.
And why is that? What's the purpose of that promotion?
To increase more customers, more consumers with the
Under the COVID motivation.
So not that, I thought that's probably part of your strategy to get more customers, more tokens sold. But that's not the case, it's just because of COVID.
It's because of COVID.
Uh-huh.
Does it apply to everyone coming to the kiosk, or they are selected household?
It's for the old kiosks.
Only those ones going to the kiosks.
Okay, for everyone coming to the kiosk.
And who's paying for the 200? Sana or the community?
Sana. Yeah.
So not the government. There's no contribution from the government in that.
Our governments.
Probably they want to serve as a government for that purpose.
I think we need to sensitize our people to demand some of these things.
How long will it last then, that promotion?
It goes on up to end of November.
Okay.
Haya, kuja. They're prompting you, eh? And they'll be audible because I'm fighting with the surrounding noise. Eh?
Oh yes.
Mtanyamaza, eh?
Ama mutoke. Go.
Auntie. Ng'ambe amor. So. Don't pressure mang'eny, eh?
Yeah, pressure.
We have only one borehole, and the borehole has got so many kiosks, like there are 9. There are 9, but only 2 because some kiosks they have not the line there is no water reaching to the place. And there is one with no tank, the others have got tank. It is Luala, just no tank. So this one also is a consumer, but how do we call it? A customer is taking water in bulk, then selling. So he does not have the tank. He's just storing water in jerrycans. He was doing this with the business of hardware. He has done a bit of So the hardware house is now water house. It is now water house. It's so high. Though we have not
Again, where does he get the water from right now?
from right bank, from left bank.
Oh, they are filling here just for the test.
Just show us, how does it work?
I see the water flowing, yeah. Just like that.
Water is pumped from the borehole. There is a water tank which is raised as a tank. Then from that reservoir tank now it is distributed through pipes to these places. So as you talk about that, yes, very complex where the investments even the chance to serve the around. Because, initially these projects had pipes running to some of the consumer areas. And because of this new road construction, some of the pipes were exposed. So when we partnered with the community, we reactivated some of the pipelines.
The lines.
Yes, like this one we did with the support from the coffee irrigation. Otherwise, there used to be no water here. Yeah, so then we offered to send the water. Initially, we were targeting a kiosk which was constructed by the county government. And because of the challenges of the bureaucracy, opted to put a new standard so that when the issues are sorted out, then we can issue to the
Just tell us a bit, your owner, how have you benefited and how has it been helpful to you? What has been the impact of this in this community?
First of all, this is a water scarcity area, as we all know here, apart from the visitors maybe. Then, when I brought it here, the community itself, first of all, congratulated me. Why? Because there is no clean water at all. So this has saved them so much from things like typhoid. Let me say typhoid, cholera, consume it. Like these are students, for example. A sample of them will tell you that they can't even go to, there is a dam down here. It's quite dirty. The cows are drinking there, fishes and whatever flowing inside. So they can't even put them on their skin. So this is a solution to the community, a great deal. Despite the profit that I get, the minimum profit that I get, it is so important.
How many people do you serve in this area?
I serve many people around in a day. This water, 130 times 260 approximately people in a day, especially the peak days.
260 jerrycans or 260 people?
Jerrycans.
But you see, that is jerrycans. Then when you see people also, it's almost households.
Yeah.
Because it is the community versus the students.
Okay, so you do 160 jerrycans?
No, 260
260 jerrycans in a day.
in a day on the peaks.
Okay. And then people go with their jerrycans and return, or they exchange, or how do you manage that?
When, like now, it's only unfortunate that there's no come from school
Yes.
in the community. Time will come. But then if you could be here, they come until they overwhelm me, so to an extent that they now exchange. Yeah, it's not like that. They come with theirs, they exchange, they go. As I also refill others also.
Do you do delivery also?
Yeah, I also do that.
Okay. So you have
The
someone
motorbike, I have that one. So I do. Yeah, the charges of delivery are different.
Yes.
So it depends on the distance. That is negotiable.
And in terms of pricing, what's the price? The input price. So how much do you get the water from the scheme
From the community. I sell it first of all at 5 shillings. Yeah, that's the sale. So I get a lot from the community.
So the community sells it to you at
The utility.
yes, the utility.
Oh, the utility 2.5 shillings. Yeah, I get the half of it.
And it's measured where is the flow meter to that? I do understand, yeah.
Yeah. And in terms of service reliability, so you're happy that you don't need a tank. You're happy that you don't need a tank.
Wow. Then I'm happy not to be
Having a tank?
in need of a tank.
Yes, a tank. Storage tank.
Up to now, dearly, I want to say from the bottom of my heart, even the students here, be advising you, why don't you get a tank for us not to starve as such? Because like last week, there was a drought. People didn't have water the whole week. Now they come all the way from, some are coming from very far, only to be amazed that they don't have water. So you find that they are going and upset, yeah? They go upset because they don't have water. So a tank, not even 5,000, not even 10,000, but that house is spacious like that because I'm intending, if I could get someone to get 20,000 liters, if needed, I put one the other side, another one the other side, so that when I have refilled it, because the power issue is also there, if it's off, you may find that the water, there's no reliability. So it's a challenge. But if you could, in your capacity, find me a tank 10,000, only to start with, right now, you'll see how the people are happy. Yeah.
Okay, let's see what you have inside there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you want a tank? So, but if it seems you are really serving a need, so can you try, is there any financial institute willing to let you, as they see you as a businessman, so you are entrepreneurial, you are making money, you can show them records?
Yes, I'll still be happy about that.
Actually, it's one of our prime consumers.
So the question is,
What's
does he bank? And if he banks, can he go to the bank and get money to buy a loan to buy the tank?
What's your limitation in getting accessing the
that I
finance?
can do, yes, but you see, it will not save the situation currently. So yeah, so what do we have at hand now to save the situation is in as much as we go that process.
So the question is, are you already thinking of that, or you've tried is there any, something blocking you?
Up to now, they even requested some friends, but the challenge is they are also praying for that water event to get to them, so they can't give
not
you
friends, eh? We are saying,
water.
what stops you from going to the bank? You're a business person, eh?
Yes.
Have you tried going to the bank to give you a loan? Or is there anything stopping that?
Show your revenue records and your repayment.
Do you have such an idea?
I've not had that because there were some loans I took but I've not finished them because I invested like in this house.
So you need to set them
constructed
off
this house using a loan.
Oh.
So you see, I can't be able until I complete it.
Let's see what you have inside.
Want to go faster. Those who want to go faster just come replace theirs and take water. In the force of hygiene, sometimes how do you ensure there is a proper hygiene or I do cleaning of these vehicles once a week. Yeah, once a week. How do you clean them? No, I have this shop. Now I have a home. So yeah, so I use that. And there is the same logic I also use. So I hire somebody, I can't do it alone. Because as I go into doing it, demand is outside. So I hire somebody to do that.
Let me ask you, is the utility water chlorinated? Is the utility water chlorinated?
Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay, so you...
we have an online
Which we got actually from during the COVID support.
So what levels do you treat it to have a source and what levels are here, for instance?
the one we receive on the book, that is about 5 minutes.
Like what?
5 milligrams.
At this point or at the source?
At this point.
At this point?
Okay, I think if there's no other question, Tibet. Madam Chair,
Yes.
as I said, this is a chair lady. At the back there is Evans is a plumber, and the one assisting each other is Kate in this area. And at the moment, is there any plan to expand the scheme?
Yes, we had a plan since right from January to do expansion to homestays. And we just gave those people information. Whoever is willing, we are ready to take them, to take water to the homestay, except those people, we told them they are the ones to buy materials or pay for the materials. And because of that, not many of them are ready to take water because of the scarcity of funds.
So far, how many have connected in the last, from January up to now, since we did this pipe?
Okay.
How many?
Since we rehabilitated this line, we connected 8 new consumers. We connected 8 new consumers and we connected 5.
So that's 13.
So house connections.
The house connection.
Lead with house connections.
So the demand is there, except we don't have them.
What do you mean with the demand? Are people ready to pay for the connection?
They are willing to pay, but they don't have money. So they are telling us as the utility, you just bring for us, we'll be paying, and we don't have that material. They are ready to pay thereafter when they are paying the bills.
Yeah.
And that is what we also told to them, that if you can, we can manage to get you water, we'll be recovering through the billing. But now that because we don't have the materials, we cannot take them.
And in terms of supply capacity, do you have capacity to serve more people?
Yeah, the capacity is there. The borehole has got a lot of water. It is one borehole, but it has a lot of water.
How much hours do you operate in a day at the moment?
8 hours.
8 hours. Using solar?
No.
Electricity.
And that is also another challenge, because power is with the KPLC. And once they have some delays or something like that, there is no water. Because if there is no power, water is there, you cannot have water. Another thing is their billing system. Sometimes with the facilities, they bill it higher. So we also wanted to have a solar system in the borehole, which we have not reached we cannot manage right now.
The borehole is owned by whom? By the utility.
Pardon?
Who owns the borehole?
Who owns the borehole?
Left bank.
Okay, that's the utility.
Actually, this is one of the utilities. Remember, we helped them do an application to Davis and Sheffield for CSR. So this has been approved by Davis, and it's going to cost. Their estimate is a bit on the higher side, but they're estimating at 1.8 million shillings. But I think they are including the cost of the pump and so on. So our estimate it should be not more than
1.2 million shillings. And therefore, it should be, if it's 50-50 sharing, we need to have about 600,000 shillings. And that's the bit which we have shared that with the county government, because the county government, part of the plan of the county government was to solarize that borehole, apart from raising a new line. Now when we shared with them that offer from the Davis and Shadley, they kind of said, no, you know, this is a full contract. Now it's difficult for us to pay unless you are negotiating with the contractor and also negotiating with the contractor. It's another ballgame. So they are likely to miss that chance. We are saying we are going to put it in another issue where both as a community again, they have not been able to raise money, because if it is a very organized community, that's something they can raise the money to now meet that cost of the 50%. But I think because of the background of the project also having been done by KenGen as a corporate, a CSR, there's less willingness of the people to contribute towards it. You see now even connection to the homes, they are saying, oh, bring it to us and charge us on a monthly basis. But of course also there's the issue of the COVID impact. The household incomes have really been impacted negatively.
In terms of maybe to Sana, in terms of billing and revenue collection, how does that go? In terms like what's the revenue collection efficiency normally for September, October?
We are talking of about 85%. But again, it's the amount which is low. So you can talk of 80% of 20,000 is not much. So we hardly are able to even meet the operational costs. So the billing is 100%, collection is about 80%, but then now the actual amount is low, because like in this utility, our success really, as I keep saying, relies on us getting on the institutional consumers being on board. So we are saying if that institutional consumer cannot come on board, then we would be forced to review the partnership.
And looking at the bigger utility, the whole utility, what's like the cost coverage ratio, like how much proportion of cost is capitalized?
It's about 50%. I think in the interest of time, unless somebody has a question, we just want to thank you for the initiative, and we want to encourage you. And let's say once you are through with the cost here, you should consider getting a loan for a tank, like let's say 10,000 capacity tank. You should explore that, so that we are able to enhance even the safety of the water and ensure reliability, because this area supply of power is really intermittent. I mean, it can go out for even 3-4 days without power. And it becomes quite, when there's no power, he's in trouble. And yeah, I think then we also have a big problem of vandalism. It's really rampant in this area because of people sand harvesting and so on. So the only thing is saving us is that we are using the HDPs, which are much tougher. Or else we'll be having a lot of problems. Others, I want to say, Asanteni, Karibisha.
I also must thank the we are very much thankful, because we were started sometime back then when the borehole was not functional. The other borehole, there's a borehole in Block B, which was revived by Sana, and by block E. This block was totally dormant, and because of your efforts, we have seen that this is something. Even we are witness right now, and we are very much thankful for that as the utility. And we are saying, in case of anything, God willing, we are ready to do anything so that the community can be getting water throughout the year. Because even if there is rainwater is not clean. Even if there is no rain, there is a lot. That is why vandalism is higher. Because once they need water, they don't have money, they resort to vandalizing the pipes. Yeah, that is the case. But we are much thankful for what you have done to us through Sana. If it was not of that, we could have not been talking of water right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think the entrepreneur also has something to say. He wants to add something.
I didn't think and I couldn't imagine what I'm now seeing today. It's a great surprise to me that could I'm important in an area somewhere. Yeah. Why am I saying that? First of all, this water, I just tapped it here and requested them that they give it to me to help the community. I didn't know the magnitude it would have gone to this extent. As well, I would say that the technicians you've given me in person are reliable. How I pray that the project goes on. Why? Like last week that I was saying, there's a lot of, there's a demand of water, and the pipes are vandalized down there. So when I called him, the materials were to purchase from elsewhere, I don't know, Kisumu or whatever. He came down, I just made sure that I have to be there. Are you cheating me or not? But then he has been very much supportive. Kate is here. I don't know where she comes from. I'm being told she comes from down, all the way to this place to help me, to hearken to my concerns. And now that you have been here, they are here, and you are also here. The demand and even the need for this place you've seen. How are you leaving me? At least there will be manna from heaven, I think. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you say something?
Yeah, thank you for showing us all this. It's very nice to see, and yeah, thank you very much.
We have been glad to be able to support, and at the same time we see it's a challenge to make it a kind of a real business, as that's what we together with Sana and I think your efforts want to do. But the good thing is that you are serving a need that's very obvious, and I appreciate the entrepreneurial attitude you expressed and the initiative you took to do it this way. That's why I asked you whether you could probably get bank financing or so, because ultimately we have limited means to provide, to support, and the best thing to scale is that other streams of financing will come in if they see that there's business, even though it's not very profitable probably, but that you are able to survive and to continue. Yeah. So I wish you a lot of success, and also with the support of your team around.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Now, this right bank,
We follow you.
on our way back.
Yeah.
Inside we have the two sand pressure filters. So, in short, this is for the alarm. Chemical tank 1 is for alarm, aluminum sulfate. Chemical tank 2 is for chlorine. So, once the system that is as it is now, there with the alarm, it takes enough time for it for the sediments to settle. What I said part of it, which we do store as sediments from there to do the scrubbers to the drainage. So within the basin we have the two, it is divided into two. So when we energize the booster pumps, the two, their work is just to boost the gravity, that clear water from balance tank to the filters. In short, to boost the gravity in the filter, of the filtration process. So, once we are on, as I have said, the work is to draw that clear water to the filters. So, through the auxiliary pipes, you can see they are reduced for it to be for the equal distribution. So when it comes to the filtration process, that is the filters, before it gets chlorination from here, from tank to top, that's chlorine. Chlorination is being done here before filtration. So when you come here, filtration process happens in filter 1, the same application to filter 2 for it to meet the standard. So when once the rating alarm is moved, then it comes up to the end here when that water has the two chemicals, that's alarm and chlorine. So at the end here it's safe for human consumption. So once we shall go first at that time. So once the filters are not clean enough, because we need to clean them, so we do what we call backwashing. For us to know that it needs backwashing, so we have to monitor the pressure gauges the other side. When filtration becomes poorer, so the gauge goes up. So once we monitor that, then immediately do backwashing. For filter 1, the same application for filter 2. Can't expose the chlorinated water to direct sunlight. That's why it is covered. So here we have the capacity of 115 cubic meters. That's capacity for the storage. So here you can see there's a small machine here. We call it mobimeter. It's work just to
switch it off.
Measure the volume within the storage. So it works well. It's very active.
So that makes it preventing overflowing. What is the function of the multimeter?
It works just to monitor the volume, the capacity within the pump. Maybe now, if you want to know, you just inquire. Then it gives the right volume within the tank.
It indicates whether the water is not there or
Not.
So it measures the inflow.
How much water do you treat every day?
168 cubic.
68, that's the average production per day.
And that's also consumed.
It depends, but that's the production. Sometimes, it can't be consumed within a day, but that's the output.
Actually, the demand often is, at times is higher than that.
Here we have the two sources of power. We have the PV and the KPC from hybrid, from negative determinant. So we just alternate. One solar, just alternate the KPC. So the capacity of this is just 21 cubic meter per hour. But with the time efficiency also, from the start it was 21 per hour.
That one is replacing this one.
It replaced this one. This was all the cages left behind. But our goal really was that we have this standby. It's not that it doesn't work, it can work. So when the county, when we partnered with them, we advised them to make sure that it's integrated so that it remains as a standby pump. But they said just remove it and left it that way. But ultimately we will still want to have a standby pump, particularly as the demand grows. It is going to be useful for us. Just to repair this and have it as standby.
We are in this distribution network. We have two blocks, Block A and Block B. In Block A we have 14 kiosks. Block B we have 9 kiosks. Then our storage capacities, among the kiosks we have 3,000 liters, and the remaining ones are, the 20 are 5,000 liters and 3 are 3,000 liters. From here, our storage tank, we have 2 reservoir tanks, 24 cubic meters and 50 cubic meters, plus the masonry tank, 150 cubic meters. Yeah, that's about the distribution network. Then from there, we have our consumers. We have 110 individual consumers, and from these only 85 are active. Institutions, we have 16, only 6 are active. Then kiosks, we have 23 and 19 are active. Yeah.
Resources, funds, read very fast, then because we are delayed.
Okay, our monthly revenue units range from 60 to 100,000. Like for January we were at 92,000, February 83, March 119,000, April 51, May 62, June 106, July 105, August 98, and September 60,000. October we are yet to compute. Then from the income, then you only have the percentages of Right Bank as a as the management and SANA takes. Right Bank takes 60%, SANA takes 40% of the income. Now this is the distribution of the revenue. So in January, SANA got 35,000, Right Bank 53,000. February, SANA 32,000, Right Bank 48. March 46,000 SANA, Right Bank 70,000. Then in April, 20,000 SANA, 31,000 Right Bank. May 25,000. Then Right Bank 63,000. July 42,000 for SANA, Right Bank 63,000. August 39,000 for SANA and Right Bank 59,000. Then September 36,000. Then for SANA they got 24,000.
Just generally.
I think those are similar to what you showed us in the tables, or not in the documents. Those are similar.
Yeah, they're the same.
Yeah, that's the same. So yeah.
Yeah, they have information. But generally, what is the impression in terms of revenue trends from the beginning of the year up to now, comparing periods? Are you seeing any improvements?
Yeah, as of now we are seeing some improvement. Like you can see the previous years, we were getting the previous years, let's say for example in the year 2015 to 2016, our income was 4,000, 38,000, and so on. Even when you compare to the 2017, 2018, the income you see 69, 12, 20,000, but now if you can compare the one year in 2020, at least there is some improvement in revenue collection. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I think I just wanted
I have a question. Yes, yes. What does this 60% go towards paying for? The community side, the right bank share.
For the operation and maintenance.
Like what are some of the costs they pay for?
The repairs, loans, repair loans.
Electricity?
Electricity, yeah. Repairs, electricity, some of the loans they have. They buy chemicals.
What's the cost, that OPEX cost, like for this group on average month to month?
Cost for the repairs?
Yes, for their own operation.
5 to 10,000.
How much in total do they spend in a month on those things, on power, on repair, maintenance, on chemicals, roughly average? Or do they, on a monthly, do they have debts, or are they able to fully cover? Do they retain some balance?
They don't retain the balance of madeni.
Kama wako Kenya Power?
Kenya Power ni mingi sana.
Kama ngapi?
I'm not sure. Kenya Power, ilikuwa ngapi less?
It is averagely 40, almost 50,000 now.
50,000 now.
A month. Not per month, but accumulated amounts. They pay it in bits, but now the accumulated.
Per month is about 20,000-30,000 because of the solar.
Earlier it was over 40,000. But due to that, the fact that now we have additional source now, it comes 15, 20, 25 up.
I think you asked a question on the OPEX costs. So on average around 50 to 60. So you will find that at times they cannot fully meet.
So it's the entire, whatever they collect is just.
Yeah, that's why even in terms of loan repayment, they're in arrears in terms of loan repayment. Because like if you take even
last month they're not able to pay the loan because they had some breakdown which they had to take care of first. We have the same case even in one day also. Last 2 months they're not paying the loan because power bill just came to 105,000 shillings from about 40,000. So they actually disconnected them. They were not able to, for the last 2 months, they've not been able to pay. So their operation costs, they do not have surplus as at now on a month-to-month basis. It's still low.
Do you have data on the average billing per connection? How many connections do you have for this? Okay, it's 8 years. Yeah. What proportion of that income is from connections? And how much from kiosks?
We have the data. But majority, the bulk of the money comes from kiosks.
Not connections?
No.
What is the current structure for the connection? Flat?
We just introduced flat the other day. Not flat, it's a block, but there's a minimum which we introduced. In the past, there was no minimum. If you consume zero bill. If you consume 1 cubic meter, they charge 100 shillings. But now we've said there has to be 0 to 6, so 500 shillings. Then goes on.
Because when you are just going across, so this area has like, if you compare the level of the living standards of these people, even the household dwelling here as compared to the other side, this one looks a bit, it's like even the houses, you can see people are a bit having the means than the other side. I don't know what it is.
It's true, except a majority of them are not staying here, so even consumption is very low.
Oh, so they don't live here?
They don't live here, they live in Nairobi. So what they end up doing is that the minimum charge is what we benefit from. Like in the past, the situation was quite bad because when they were not consuming, we were not getting any revenue. We were not billing anything. But with the new tariff which we just started billing 2 months ago, in June, we are saying so long as you supply water, if you didn't consume it, that minimum you must pay. They are coming to
maintain the service.
Yes.
Even though it's not optimal, and that's something I really, I've also noticed today, and I respect it a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And read a bit on what you're doing. Some of the utilities you have gone to are there.
Yeah.
Actually, like where we went to today, in that case, this is where we were today. It was upgraded actually to what is there at the moment. Okay, thanks.